Hello parents, this is Devendrajit Kaur Dhingra, your parenting coach this side. I understand it has been a long gap. Last where I spoke to you, that was about consent, teaching consent to your children. Picking up strands from the last episode, I would like to stress upon another important aspect and value without which consent is not possible, and that seems to be respect. Respect every person, every individual, respect the environment, respect the discipline, respect the traffic, respect the government rules, respect everything. It has a wide spectrum. And without respect, we cannot actually teach consent. Only when we respect everyone and everything do we actually value the importance of consent. So both go hand in hand. Now when I talk of respect, there's one common complaint that we get from parents: my child does not respect me. He or she replies back to me. In our family, no one speaks like this. They have all been respecting their elders. We as parents, when we were children, even we used to listen to our parents. Whatever they said, there was no scope for saying no or replying back. Then why is it that our child is not picking up the same habit? Parents, let's realize times have changed. Children these days have a lot of exposure which adds to their awareness. And sadly enough, this exposure is majorly coming from the social media. May it be the TV shows, may it be the video games, may it be anything else, the movies that they keep watching, the serials that keep running in every household. What are these serials or the TV shows or the movies glorifying? They're only glorifying disrespect, anger, envy, hatred, jealousy. So how do we expect our children to understand the importance of respect if that is what the child is watching all the time? Let's leave aside the social media. Let's get back to the household where the child stays for the major part of the day. He is watching everything. The way you speak to each other as parents, to your parents, to the other siblings of the child, to the neighbors, to the society. When you go out on the street, how are you reacting? Do you ever bother to thank the person, the attendant in the parking lot, the liftman, the guard? How do we speak to the maids? We had a very close friend of ours who was in the habit of calling names to everyone, and none of his sentences would be complete without using a name in italics. And the little child must be, say, around 2 or 3, had been listening and was so amused by her father's behavior that even she would call names to everyone. Knowingly, unknowingly, there are many things that we keep demonstrating. So parents, we need to understand respect is a very important component in building the character, the personality of the child. So we need to understand what is respect. If we go by the dictionary meaning, it simply says respect is to affirm, is to admire someone. It is to tell the other person that you are there, you exist. It is to have a high opinion of someone, to pay attention to someone, to take care of someone. Respect reflects in every action that we do. Think of it. What is it to give respect? And what does it mean to get respect to you yourself? Is giving respect only obeying your parents or elders? Or is giving respect much more than that? Do we decide to respect the identity of every single person who stays with you? May it be your spouse, may it be your elderly parents, or even the maid who comes to work. Do we speak with respect to that person? Now, on the other hand, just think of it. How do you feel when you get respect from someone? Isn't it a big motivator for you? We are all humans and we have that desire for appreciation all the time. May it be any age. So that is respect for us. That you respect that I exist. You respect by paying attention to me. You respect by listening to me. You respect my opinion. You respect my decision. You value me. And that is one important ingredient of leading a happy life. I hope all of you would agree on this, that getting respect, may it be the workplace, may it be your household, or even on the road, anywhere, do we accept if anyone else speaks with disrespect to us or does not acknowledge if we have done something? So respect has a very wide perspective. Let's understand this. Now, when we get respect, does that have a face? How do we get to know that we are respected? When it gives you that scope of expressing yourself, that okay, the other person is listening to me. My opinion is of importance to him. We also build a lot of respect, a lot of trust and confidence when we respect one another. And that trust and the confidence that we get is that we can share. I have space to express myself. I have space to share what I want to. So this is how respect does not have a face. It does not need any certification. It only requires some acknowledgement or some affirmation that yes, I respect you. Whether it is through the speech, the language that we use, or the actions that we do. So now, how to determine respect? We have talked about social media and the impact that it has on the minds of the young children. So I think the onus once again lies on the parents, because you have a parental responsibility to ensure that the right values are inculcated in the child. We cannot change the entire world, but yes, definitely we can change ourselves. We cannot determine the future of our children, But yes, we can prepare them for the future. And this preparedness does not come only from education, it also comes from the personality building. A child with the right set of values will emerge as a strong person, ready to face the challenges of life. Recently, we have seen some suicide cases which have upset the entire world. It does compel us to think that how such strong people also succumb to hopelessness and take such extreme actions. So let us focus now that how do we inculcate this habit in the children. The first and the foremost thing that as parents we can be doing is demonstrate or model respect. As I mentioned earlier also, in all your actions, how you support one another as spouses, how you take care of your elders, how you speak to each other, how you speak to your friends, how do you react on social media, your responses to the posts, your views on politics, everything is being watched by the child.